Hello again. This session will be as a continuation of the anatomy of large intestine. We will talk about histology of large intestine. The main function of the large intestine is absorption of water and electrolytes, and also to elimination of undigested materials in the form of feces. Anatomically, it's cecum, colons, ascending, descending, and transverse sigmoid colon, and rectum. The mucosa of the large intestine contain no plica circularis and no villi. That's very important as a comparison between the small and large intestine, and it is lined by a simple columnar epithelium contain the same other cells of small intestine except Pans cells. The goblet cells increase in number toward the rectum, and the lamina propria contain blood vessels, lymphatic vessels, and gastric associated lymphoid tissue. Lamina propria of the appendix contain large number of nodules. Here you can see a small intestine and large intestine lumen. From here you can see there is no villi in the large intestine, and also from outside there is inside also there is no plica circularis. And the villi, intestinal villi, is very long, and obviously in small intestine for the crypts of Leverkuchen, they both contain the crypt cells and also muscularis mucosa and the submucosa, muscularis externa, and the serosa, both of them. The mucosa, the surface epithelium is smooth with no villi, as we said, and the lamina propria contains a large number of intestinal glands at the crypt of Leverkuchen, which is characterized by being simple tubular, straight, parallel to each other, extended throughout the full thickness of the mucosa, and it's also perpendicular to the muscularis mucosa and open into the lumen, and densely packed together with a minimal amount of connective tissue in between them. You can see here, this is epithelium and the lumen of the large intestine. You can see epithelium over there, and lamina propria, and this is the mucosa, and after that is the muscularis mucosa beneath them. This is the mucosa of the large intestine as mucosa, and the lymphoid nodules about the mucosa, muscularis mucosa, and it's lining cells of surface epithelium and intestinal glands. This is the muscularis mucosa. And the columnar absorptive cells have a short microvilli for absorption of water from the residuals of the digested food. Also, goblet cells present in the huge number, and the interior endocrine cells few in numbers, like C cells secreting serotonin and L cells secreting enteroglucagon, and the stem cells at the base of the glands. There is also in the muscularis mucosa. Submucosa and mucosa of large intestine contain blood vessels, lymphatic vessels, and some mucosal plexus, the Meissner's plexus. The musculosa, the smooth muscle fiber arranged into the complete inner circular layer and incomplete outer longitudinal layer, which condense into the three bands of longitudinal smooth muscle. Have characteristic name is called tinea coli. You can see it by the naked eye from outside. That's the three bands around the large intestine. From outside, this is the incomplete outer longitudinal layer of muscle condensed in three bands. It's called tinea coli, the outer surface, and it's also the surface of the colon giving characteristic circulation or hastration. This is the main features of the large intestine. You can see the tinea coli and hastrations. The collagen tablet, which is represented as thick layer of collagen that lies between the basal lamina of the epithelium and that of the capillaries, and pre-cryptal fibroblasts, which is constitute the well-developed fibroblasts regulated replicating the cells. Here, this is the characteristic cells of the epithelium of the large intestine. You can see histological sections. You can see here this is epithelium and the lumen of the large intestine. You can see epithelium over there and lamina propria, and this is the mucosa, and after that is the muscularis mucosa beneath them. This is the mucosa of the large intestine. The appendix, it is similar to that of the large intestine, but it differs in the crypt of Leberkuchen, fewer in numbers, shorter, wide, separated, and have no digestive or absorptive function. And they are lined by simple columnar epithelium, and they have numerous goblet cells, many endocrine cells. And the lymphoid nodules fill the lamina propria, extended around the whole circumference of the appendix. The muscularis mucosa is usually interrupted by lymphoid tissues that penetrate into the submucosa. Submucosa and mucosa of large intestine contain blood vessels, lymphatic vessels, and some mucosal plexus, the mesenteric plexus. The musculosa, the smooth muscle fiber arranged into the complete inner circular layer and incomplete outer longitudinal layer, which condense into the here also the lymphoid nodules. You can see germinal center of the lymphoid nodules and the epithelium folded submucosa and submucosa of the appendix. I think that's all about the histology of large intestine. I hope that's very clear. Thank you very much.